guys, and welcome back to Werner Farms. So Dad and Grandpa just left with the combine and the header. They're headed over to Wanata to go cut some beans over there. There's about 42 acres over there that are fit and can be cut. We don't need the grain cart over there, considering it's just 42 acres and it shouldn't only take a couple hours to get that knocked out. I'm taking the grain cart, the 8530, back over to our house, and I'm going to work on taking both these semis into the port. And by the time I get done doing that, Dad should be just about done, if not done, cutting that field of beans. Yesterday, total acres we knocked out was 125 acres. Put it this way, if we would have had a 40-foot head and a grain cart running the whole entire time, we could have got all of this knocked out. Guess Dad's making a pit stop. I have no idea where the sun went, where all these clouds came from. It is staying awfully cloudy now, and if the sun doesn't want to come out, it's going to be quite a while before he's going to be able to go over there and cut those beans, so definitely going to be a while. Yep, anhydrous applicator is still here. Still no word on when that guy's gonna come and get it, so I don't know. Eventually, we're gonna have to get that moved out of the way because we thought he was coming and getting it that one day and he didn't. And it's starting to be in the way now, so we're gonna have to get this thing moved around and out of the way here soon. Truck number 1 headed to the port. Number 2 headed to the port. No one up here this time. I just got back from the port and I get to go take the 4630 and the V-Ripper over to the tomato field and rip some spots on the ends and rip some spots where they park trailers out in the field. Stuff that hardly ever gets used anymore. Our custom-made track closer for the irrigators, plow. There's the V-Ripper. We got Cultipacker sitting over there also. We actually used that recently. there by the church. So I'm gonna go up and do those after I get done finishing up this spot. And then I guess that's it for ripping on this field. And I'll take this back over to the ditch bank. And I'll take the 4630 back to our house. White pile out there, that's lime. Some of our lime comes from down in Francisville, Indiana at the U.S. aggregate plant. They're off of 421. They already have this part of the field spread. Obviously, they don't have the corn spread because, well, we don't have the corn picked, obviously. Lime adjusts the pH in our soil. That's why we apply it to our fields to raise the pH in our soil. We like to have our pH levels around 6.6 to 6.9. With the levels being at that range, nutrient utilization is maximized for the most part in that range. That's why we like to have it up that high. We do spread a lot of lime to keep it up that high, but it is well worth it to keep it up in that range. Something. Just sheared a bolt. Great. Well, that's exactly what I did not want to do, was shear a shear bolt. Luckily, this was my last pass, and this was not a totally crucial spot to do. So I'm just going to go back home, and we're not going to worry about what's left. Well, that combine looks familiar. Looks like it's a 690. Wonder what big operator in the area has a 690. Someone needs to take the pressure washer of that thing. Goodness, that thing is filthy. I would assume the head should be following close behind it. I would think. I don't see it in front of it. It's probably, I don't know, a big old 45-foot head, considering how big that combine is. What the heck? I don't see it. I don't know. I thought he would have been right behind him. So that was Dad in the combine going back over to our house. Grandpa should be somewhere behind with the head, I would think. Yeah, he's somewhere back there. And, he finished up that 40 acres of custom work over there on Wanata. So all we got left over there for beans is 65 acres over there, and then we're done. And then we've got what's left over at the river, what's left down in Thomaston, and 143 acres of irrigated 30-inch row beans left to go, I guess. Alright, there we go. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about these shear bolts. Right there, that's sheared off. Therefore, if you snag something with one of these, they'll shear off and these will kick back up, just like what this one did out in the field. The amount of acres that we do with this every year, we will come back next year and fix that when we bring this back out to do a couple of spots on the ends again. So till next year on that project. 30-inch irrigated soybeans are looking awesome. Those will probably be more likely the last beans that we cut. Can't wait to cut those. Harvest will be put on hold here for a few days. It's supposed to rain, I guess, starting sometime tomorrow evening through, I think, Wednesday morning, if not Tuesday evening. That's alright, though, because we're pretty much out of beans at this point that are ready. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.